SCG this weekend. Also, some other streamers like Matthew Folks have been streaming it. It seemed like a pretty nice aggressive deck. So, figured we'd give it a nice little run. It's got some sweet cards in it. I'm really excited to try to get a 12-12 in play. So far, I've only did that in limited. I have no idea why that keeps minimizing, but whatever. We're just gonna jump into the game. It's just a big creature deck. Based from the version that he 5-0'd with on his stream, it's got a very few minor changes. It's got a Death Gorge Scavenger over a Pia. It's got a struggle over a Primal Hunger, and because it added both the Death Gorge Scavenger and the struggle to the main deck, he's added a Brontodon and a Dire Fleet to the side. Should be interesting. Just really hoping that we don't lag too bad, but it already seems like we're lagging like crazy. 11% of our frames have already dropped. It's crazy. We dropped almost no frames earlier when we played Red-White, so maybe it's just nighttime streams? Who knows? Anyway, we will do the playing first, and this hand is not keepable. Hey Sean, hey Dumbo, what's up? This hand is very keepable. We will certainly keep a land. Kinda. Good luck, have fun, buds. Oh yeah, I'm definitely lagging. Hopefully, what am I trying to say here? Hopefully, we'll be able to get a 12-12. I did in fact get the Phoenixes from the Mana Traders. I got 60 cards from this deck from Mana Traders. Hey Darth, hey Loco, what's up? So I have kind of an interesting turn next turn. I can play the Jade Light Ranger, which is more efficient on mana, but if I hit a land, the Heart of Kirin cannot attack. I'm pretty sure we want the Heart of Kirin to attack, because we are versus the Merfolk, so it means we are racing. What's the odds that we hit land? Not real high. So, since it's not real high, I'm going to gamble, I think. This could be very wrong. Please. Okay, sweet. And I think we will keep a creature. Think we needed to gamble, or sorry, keep a removal spell. I do think we need to. Well, Glance were up to 9 ticks? That's insane. I would have not guessed that Glance were 9 ticks in a million years. This is a sweet removal spell in a match like this, because it can kill the really big ones. Merfolks have impressed me every time I played them. We'll like snap that off. We'll go ahead and we'll play this one and leave up the Braid. Try to attack him for 7. It's a good chance he uses an unsummon or something here. Hey Ricky, what's up, man? I'm absolutely amazed that's worth that. I wish I hadn't already sold mine. I would snap sell mine too. There's too many Blossoming Defense and Spell Pierce type effects for me to want to use in a Braid right now. Oh, that's Corey then. You know, Corey. You can't spam, you know, the sweetness on that account. Okay then. If he's going to put them both on that, we'll try to braid it. If he's not going to put them both on that, we won't. Alright, so he's not trying to put them both on that. This is kind of an interesting draw. His fingers are going to get silly big. Hey, Proto. What's up? That's fair. Figured Rick would still be testing because apparently he likes a new deck. Alright. So these are all going on this thing. Okay, only one of them's going on that thing. Doesn't? I guess it's targeting this? I can't tell. I guess he's targeting that. I honestly can't tell. They're both lit up? No, it's like that. So why was this lit up then? That makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense that this card was lit up. Well, that sucks. But see what we get here. The Glory Bringer's got to go to the graveyard because we don't have the lands for the other Glory Bringer. There you go, Corey. Hey, Dong, what's up, man? So, with the exception of Spell Pierce, we should have this game. Grixis Energy is very good. I know Grixis Energy was at least in the finals of today's PPTQ. Let's, while he's taking his turn, let's go see who won the PPTQ today. Past rounds. Right, it's lagging really badly. There we go. Ah, stop lagging. Right, I might have locked my game up, I'm not sure. Okay. This is sick, it's lagging so bad. Alright. It worked. So this guy was on Grixis, so Grixis lost in the finals. Pig Norton made another top 8 though, that's pretty cool. Alright, well, anyway, sorry about that. I'm sure you guys didn't care, but for some reason I did. And if he's got an unsummon, he's got an unsummon. We still have 2 blockers, right? You'd have to have an unsummon this turn and an unsummon next turn. Alright, no unsummon. Let's go get the sideboarding done. I apologize, guys. I thought my lag was done because the stream worked earlier today, but it's being brutal again. Alright, so versus little fishies, I guess we want this thing. I think there's a good chance that we want this thing as well. It's just like another random removal spell. Random removal spells seem good. I have to read it about 1,000 times. Random removal spell. I think I'm going to cut the Heart of Kirans because they can't, or sorry, I think I'm going to cut the Scrap Heap Scroungers. I said Heart of Kiran, but I meant Scrap Heap Scroungers. They just can't block ever. On the play, I might bring them back in, but I feel like that's a pretty good swap. How's the quality for you guys? Because it says I'm dropping 25% of my frames. I think this hand's good enough to keep. I don't really want to keep it, but I think it's good enough to keep. This will lead with this one then, that way we can magma spray. Yeah, well, let's hope it stays fine. The Branch Walker in his hand? You don't see Branch Walkers in those decks very often. But we're going to kill whichever ones he gets before he starts getting, you you know, his can't be blocked and stuff things online, or not blocked, but before he starts getting his like blossoming defenses and abrades online, we're just gonna kill every creature. You have the 4 blossoming blooming marshes as well. It's just kind of like a bonus to get them back. And you have the 8 explore creatures, so you've got a good shot at drawing them, or you know, good shot at drawing extra lands. So he played that, and then he got that to his hand. Could have Spell Pierce here, who knows, but we're definitely going to use the Abrade because our mana is tied up for a minimum of the next turn. He unsummoned his dude. He liked his dude enough to survive it, or to save it. We'll play our Merfolk. Do I want an Abrade? I think I'm fine keeping random removal spell here. Turns my guy into a 4/3, which probably means he gets to attack next turn, and it's going to at minimum get like a counter spell or a blossoming defense or an unsummon out of our opponent's hand to set up the turn before we Glorybringer. Might not win this game, but I'm already liking this deck. This deck's feeling pretty cute. So that is the land that they showed us. What in the world do you do? Costs 2 more. Alright, well, we have 2 more. So let's go ahead and attack. We're attacking first, that way he can't blossoming defense. We'll go ahead and use this now just in case he does have blossoming defense. We take 2 less damage if we do it now, and on top of that, if we untap it, gives him the chance to have like negate. Spells your opponent's cast at targeting Merfolk cost 2 more. Abilities. So this dude can't target this dude then? That's fine. This dude still attacks for 4. Still attacking for 4 is a lot. Let's see whether he puts this in a graveyard or not. Nope, he wants to draw this one. That's solid. Well, we definitely don't want another land. So 4, 7, 8, 9. Even if he has another, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're not dead even if he has another. There's some chance he like trades these or whatever, but I think that'd be good for us. Yeah, so he's going to have 1 card in his hand that's not including this Miscrew Herald. Could be a number of different things. Some of them bad, some of them not bad. The fact that he's leaving 2 blockers back probably means that that this last card's just nothing. Alright, well, we're just going to cast the other Glorybringer. I'm going to leave this guy black this time. Actually, I guess there's no real reason to, are they? Just making block. So, alright. Well, sometimes you draw Glorybringers and people just die. Can't beat two. Can't beat two perfect games of draws. I didn't think this draw was particularly good. Our game one draw was fantastic, though. I can't argue with that. Our game two draw just happened to line up well with his draw. If he'd had a whole bunch of the one drops, like our turn two draw would not have won, or our game two draw would not have won if like he'd had a more aggressive draw. But he luckily didn't have a very aggressive draw. But yeah, it's got the 5 black sources, Dumbo. I feel like these are more of a bonus than anything. They're really just like kind of just like a random 3 power thing that if it dies, it dies. But it's just everything in the deck can theoretically crew the Hardikurans. I've heard a couple people say that maybe we should just remove the black altogether and that card become Voltaic Brawler. I think we'll keep this hand. We're on the draw. We have a couple removal spells, and we have, if we hit our lands, we have a pretty good thing going on here. Uh-oh. Yeah, we moved to the competitive queues, and people can't take a loss. So I don't think this deck's going to be very good versus any of the blue decks in general. I can be wrong about that, but I just assume it won't be. Would love to draw a 2-drop there. I think we're going to play around sensors this game. Like, we're so far behind it, I think we're just going to play around sensors. Alright. So he's doing that to get a white mana or a black mana, whatever his other color is. Looks like he was on the black. I don't really like playing around Sensor, but I mean, our hand's really bad. We can't afford to lose any of these threats right now. This is not a hand we would have kept if we knew what our opponent was, but I do think it's a keep versus a blind opponent. If he plays Scarab, we can pretty much pick up our cards. He did not play Scarab, so that's wonderful. This one's a little bit harder to deal with. Though the black decks have Vraska's Contempt, some of the white decks have Cast Outs and Bindings, so like, this isn't the match that it shines in, let's say. Yeah, can't pay. In 7 more turns, we can cast this thing. 7. Try 7 more. That's not Scarab. Sweet, we're not dead. If he puts on top, it's probably a land and or Scarab. Either of those cards is scary. We can actually beat a Scarab if we get, if we draw our main deck Struggle and Survive at the right time. Creature? That's not a creature. That's not a creature at all. I'm gonna eat my Ronus if this survives. I don't mind so much that if he gets back the. Yeah, I don't want him to get back either of these cards. I'd rather him not get the Ronus, I guess. It's just 11. Yeah, so he's got a Gearhulk. Let that resolve. My stomach is growling. Blue-black control's not bad right now. I believe it to be worse than the blue-white control decks, but like, it's not bad. Make sure we click energy because I once accidentally done 3 damage to one of those and I want it to cry. I was so sad. He didn't sack his Evolving Wild, so I imagine he has a Fatal Push in his hand. Or maybe he just doesn't want the 3 cards he put on the bottom of his deck. JK. Fatal Pusherino. Yeah. Well, we have 1 out and 45 draws. We can potentially get a redraw. Well, I guess we have 2 Magma Sprays as well. We have 3 outs. And then we have some redraws. And that's none of them. Yeah, next game. This deck's incredibly weak to Scarab. Especially when we get a draw similar to this. Alright, so what do we want out of our board? We want these because they're our answers to struggle. And we want these. Actually, I think I want to bring in this Dire Fleet Daredevil as well, because if he uses a Veraska or something early, we can use it to kill a Scarab later. Don't think we want these Magma Sprays, and I don't think we actually want these Abrades either. Exclamation mark deck list, mate. It'll pop up for you. But you can see the deck list that's on screen at the moment too, but there you go. There's a printable deck list and a picture deck list. I think this is how we're going to sideboard. Still have 3 removal spells for a Scarab. If he's got like the 2/3, this could be a problem, but drawing those cards when they're bad is also a problem. I think we have to keep this hand, but it's really slow. Why do we play back? Well, one, this is DeCandio's build. I've not tuned this build at all. This is what he's playing in the SCG Open today. I just wanted to try it out. But 2, it buys back the Scrap Heap Scrounger, and there's a lot of control decks in this format. So like having some insurance versus scrap, or having the Scrap Heap Scrounger is fine. It's an argument that it should just be Voltaic Brawler, and we have a little bit better mana base, but I don't know if it's good enough for that. Like he's tested the deck, I haven't, so I have to assume he's found this to be worth it. Yeah, it's just for Scrap Heap. Yeah, there's a good chance that we could have cut to 12-12. The odds of our 12-12 coming down are slim to none. Oh, wow. Alright. What do we want to play now, then? Kinda just want to play this. This one's the one that demands the quicker answer, I guess? It gives us more mana to do multiple things with next turn? It's less damage overall, but it's the one that has to be answered, and it lets us play multiple threats on the following turn. And if he's only got one of these, I think I would rather him get Deshandra and let's just get the 4/4s down. He's got multiple of those that might not have been good. It's a bit of a win more card, but they are a lot of like heavy creature mirrors in this format, like black-green snake and stuff like that. And having a 12/12 is one of the few ways to break those stalemates. It's a win more card versus quite a few decks, but it's a card to go that you really need versus a lot of decks. You need 3 mana for this? It's like tapped a black mana and paused. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to decide whether he's playing Scarab, I guess? Alright, untap land for Daddy. Hey, we got there, friends. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of it for not ever, but for some amount of times. That also gets the Vraska's Contempt out of the graveyard, so like a blue Gear Hulk can't kill our Phoenix forever now. And it makes it slower for him to flip to Search for Azcanta. So basically that was a very powerful turn for us. It's just a really powerful turn for us. Well, there's a 12/12. I think we're just going to attack for 4 again. And probably play the other Phoenix because it plays around the sensor. Hey Gunner, what's up, man? Actually, I think I'm just going to play this and this. I feel like there's a reasonable chance that he's got like a hard counterspell in his hand or something. And this stuff puts enough power on the board for the 12/12 anyway. Just go ahead and put that in our graveyard. A, we don't really want it, and B, we might draw a black mana later and get some amount of value out of it. Yeah, so I'm glad that we chose not to play the Phoenix then. It's tapping mana in his main phase, which is always scary. Don't like it when they tap mana in their main phase. I like how he always taps this swamp and like sits here for 20 seconds while he's trying to figure out what he's going to do. Also, he put a Vraska's Contempt in his graveyard. How scary is him putting a Vraska's Contempt in his graveyard? I guess he's got like multiple Gear Hulks or something in his hand? Ronus is cute. I don't think I'm playing Glorybringer this turn. I think it's between Phoenix and Glorybringer. Pretty sure it's just going to be Phoenix. Gunner thinks hitting for 8. I think I'm going to hit him for 4. I like the haste threat for later for when he taps out. I feel like he's going to tap out one of these turns. I feel like there's a good chance he has a counterspell right now. I think I'd rather just play this guy. So he's got a counterspell for it, and it's almost guaranteed that he has the Gear Hulk in his hand. Because the way he played this game makes no sense if he has anything other than Gear Hulk in his hand. So that's not great. If he has Gear Hulk in his hand, though, he should not have flipped Kanta, so that's kind of odd as well. Alright, so it wasn't Gear Hulk, it was just another one of them. Alright, I'm just playing this thing again. Deal with them all, buddy. He said yes. Yes, I will deal with them. Okay, no, sweet. He did not say yes. He was apparently hellbent and I didn't notice. What in the world did he get? He got a sensor. Alright. We know to play around sensor now for at least a turn. Alright. We don't have to play around sensor anymore. So he's got one card in hand. I think I'm just going to play these two. So I guess I'm just going to attack for 4 again. Hey, Matthew, what's up, man? But I'd rather play 2 threats than 1 in this spot. I'm going to play this one first, just in case he hits another sensor or whatever. What are you doing? Heard you were out having a party tonight. A party. I guess apparently you were. And very emotional. No, not another Vraska's Contempt. Their opponent needs to stop getting these Vraska's Contempts. That's 3 of them. Oh, you're not out? You're just partying in? That's fair. The guy that was on your stream earlier? Yeah, he seemed like a cool bloke. We're really close to casting this 12-12. We're getting closer and closer to 12-12ing it up. I guess our Phoenix is going forever. Or has he killed Aronis? Aronis is a problem for him too, right? Our opponents had 3 Vraska's Contempts this game. It's not fun. Hey, Gio's here. I would have been pretty anxious myself. Is it 12 o'clock? Feel like it's 12 o'clock. Feel like it's 12 o'clock. He's like, oh, this thing ain't resolving, brother. That's the quickest ass Kanta ever. He's like, oh god, it's a 12-12. A week-long stream? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I really want to play Pete's deck tomorrow, but every time I read the card Rigging Runner, I get scared and don't want to. Simon as well. Oh wow, he was playing a sweet deck the other morning. He was playing Blohan's deck. I don't know what I'd want to do with this. guess he's just got. Oh, never mind. I assumed how he did that meant that he had a fatal push, but. Hey, we got our black mana for that Scrap Heap Scrounger in a little bit. He's so clumsy and useless. He seems like a really nice guy. I've watched his stream quite a bit. I like his articles. MTG Mint Card's got the best articles, and people just don't even read that website. It's like that website's an underground website or something ridiculous. But all of those guys do really good articles. We did, Parliament. We did. Yeah, so somebody suggested I take this out, and they could be right. Maybe we should just take this out. Maybe we want Death Gorge Scavengers in this match, and I'm just an idiot for not bringing them in. Death Gorger has to be better than Pia, right? I think this is what I'm going to submit. Ah. Alright, we'll keep this hand. This hand's the most aggressive hand we've had so far. Pia better than Ronus? Oh my god. So he thinks I should take Ronus out. But like, Ronus has Death Touch. And this hand is solid. I can't be down on this hand at all. A Jade Light Ranger? I think I'm just going to play the one with the most power then. We have enough mana to play Jade Light Ranger next turn anyway. Because I don't care about Gear Hulk, and I have Struggle and Survive, which is my removal spell of choice. Like I don't want to overload with that type of effect, and we have 3 ways to kill a Gear Hulk anyway. As for the search, if I knew he was playing 4 searches, maybe I would bring in those. But a lot of people are still only like playing 2, and I'm not sideboarding for like 2. I'm not going to play this around Censor here. Feel like he might have censored if he had it already. And he's got Disallow, and he's got Essence Scatter that we saw, so I think playing around Censor just doesn't do anything. Apparently Matthew thinks I should have played around Censor. I could be wrong. If I play around Censor that turn, I can't play Double Spell this turn. And he could have just had, you know, Supreme Will, Disallow, or Essence Scatter, and I still don't get my creature. Alright. Looks like Brohim Branchwalker's counterspelled as well. Well, hopefully this one's not. Would like to hit a land here because we want this Struggle and Survive to be able to hit the Scarab. Nice, we hit our land. Hitting the land feels good in a spot like this. There's this Scarab. It's like we drew it up, boys. It's like we drew it up. It's like we drew it up. Oh no, he's got another! Alright, now we need another untapped land, I guess. That is another untapped land. Things are just going our way then. So I can attack with this and trade them. I think trading them's fine because it takes his entire turn again. And if he doesn't trade, we can just cast a Jade Light Ranger. Takes his entire turn, and then we have a Ronus and a Merfolk Brancher if he does it. I don't think our opponent's made any play mistakes. I think he's just had kind of like medium draws. I wonder if there's an argument to ever just put him at 4 life because we have Glorybringers. Yeah, Scrappy's real bad to reanimate because he can't block. Your mom's a medium draw. Alright, our opponent's having a nice long think about this one. Man, Struggle Survive's good. I really want the 4th in this format. I think I want the 4th Struggle and Survive more than I want a Braid. Maybe 3 mana's so much worse than 2 mana though. Yeah, so this takes up our turn, but it takes up his next turn as well, and I think that's worth it. Because, like, now he can't block this next turn without getting rid of his god. He cycled, too. So if he cycled, that means he's probably about to Vraska's Contemptus. And if he's about to Vraska's Contemptus, I guess we're going to start with this spell. Because he can't counterspell this. Or he's just dead. And there's some chance that this becomes 4 power. I think I kind of want to keep this. Like, I really think he's killing Ironis right now. I am going to keep this. Like, I really think Ironis is dying, and I think Ronus is really good here. And by leaving that on top, we know this one's 4 power. So now we know he has to have Ronus, or has to have a way to kill Ronus or the game's over. Alright, apparently he's conceded because my game's locked up. So when we leave the creature on top, we guaranteed get the Ronus to be able to attack this turn. So even if he has the Vraska's Contempt to kill the Ronus, he stays at 9 and we're drawing another Ronus. Yeah, I lag every time they concede. Show him that Ronus 4 times. Alright, well, we're 2-0. All we got to do is crush one more round to get a pity chest. Man, these struggle to survives were amazing. Get that milk, boys! Matt drunk over 3 liters of milk the other day on stream, and he's still alive. That impresses me. Yeah, we're 40% of the way to that 5-0. Man, our opponent doesn't want to play. That's bullshit. Opponent knew what was coming. Royce getting in there with that big milk. deck's pretty good. The Candio played it today, and I think his team they either went 7-2 or 8-1. I don't remember. I think they went 7-2. But I have no idea what his personal score was because he doesn't update Twitter the one day I need him to update Twitter. Oh, we're playing versus a 3-1. We're trying to crush their dreams. Knock them down to one chest. Oh, God. Huh. Proto, so do I. 14 card sideboard. Broke it. And a build to smash in the main deck. I went back and watched your replay. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. It's just not good enough versus. Okay, I'm super happy we mulligan now. Go ahead and keep. Oh God, we're certainly not getting rid of a Jade Light Ranger. God, this Explorer's so good. This is the Candio's list from today's SCG. Oh, you took the build, you took the smash out at the end? I must have missed that part. You don't play a Cycle Land here? Proto, he is the guy that split with James. You don't play a Cycle Land? I think we're just getting we might be getting Flux Reservoir here. We've seen this one. This is a better use of the mana. I think I'm going to keep in a braid. I don't know exactly what my opponent's doing, but he's played a lot of artifacts, so I'm going to keep in a braid. Metalwork Losses is the OG Primal Hunger. Matthew, the PPTQ it doesn't start for about 12 hours. So we have no idea yet. Definitely wish we had a Cycle Land. About 12 hours. I might not even go to it. I'm pretty emo right now. I paid for it in December, and I still may not go to it. Showing up with approach just I don't know if I want to go play approach. And as of right now, I would be going and playing approach. Oh God, we got censored. I didn't expect censor from that deck either. Apparently, I just have no idea what we're playing. Man, that's a huge worst case though. It's like I gotta drive an hour each way. I do not have the cards for this deck. I do not have Jade Light Rangers, and I do not have any Phoenixes. I also can't get Jade Light Rangers or Phoenixes. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. Yep, apparently I should have not played that Sheltered Thicket. Maddie was right. Probably also shouldn't be pressing F6 like I am right now. Knife on tiebreakers is a pretty bad thing. I know, Silent. I've already complained about you loaning them to Chris when I've begged all week for them, and he just decided the day he wanted to go. It will be 5 rounds max. You're not very good here. Yeah. We're getting really close to being able to struggle and survive those things. Oh, wow, spraying exile. My bad. Yep. Sorry. I've definitely mentally checked out of this game. The streamer is, in fact, very bad. That one lets him get it back, doesn't it? No. Just has another one? Alright, he just had another one, so at least it probably didn't matter. And this thing blocks real good. I hear this is a good blocker. Actually, just go ahead and play a land, too. Might draw like a Ronus or something. Best blocker NA? Right, it could have mattered. We're just going to draw another Phoenix and block them forever. It's sad that this game was probably winnable had I not pumped. Or had I made the right play. Ah! Is it bad of me that I just want to kill this guy? Incoming second Phoenix. You can do it, second Phoenix. We have enough mana that we can cast Struggle and Survive and kill a Metalwork Colossus. How ridiculous is that? Alright. On the boards. Still got a blocker. Scrap Heap Scrounger. Definitely to my graveyard. We could draw a Ronus right now. How good would Ronus be? It's actually insane that this game's not 100% over yet. How crazy is it that this game's not 100% over already? I mean, obviously we're not in good shape, but the fact that it's not 100% over blows my mind. Alright, it's probably 100% over now. And by probably, I mean it's definitely 100% over now. Yeah, if we played drought, we could have potentially won this game. I'm not reading that. You can't make me. You can't make me read it, Murph. All right, what do you do? Seem like realistically nothing. What do you do? You seem like you could actually do something. All of that seems like it could do stuff. Um, cool brew based on lots of life. I still don't think these are good enough to play. They would have been good that game, but I don't think they're good enough overall. I don't think I want Deshandras then. Probably cutting Pia as well. If we're bringing in 3-drops, we're probably taking out some number of 3-drops, and I think Pia's the worst 3-drop. Maybe this guy's not good enough. He's bigger than a 10-10, though. Alright, whatever. We're going to nut draw this kid. Shouldn't say kid. That was rude of me. Alright, this hand's good. Definitely playing the Sheltered Thicket again. Let's see if we're wrong this time as well. We have like a bunch of abrades, a bunch of naturalizes, and a bunch of oh god, I'm brain farting on saying the name. A bunch of abrades, a couple of naturalizes, and like one thicket. So, or sorry, one brontodon. So, first up on his hot single. That was a kind of a D-straw. I think I'm gonna play Jade Light Ranger over Daronis because the Jade Light Ranger can guaranteed attack. Rip. And Daronis doesn't guaranteed attack. Well, maybe we should have got rid of that one too. Maybe we should have cycled this. He didn't. He didn't have double blue mana, but wait, what's this? Uh-oh. I kind of just want to abrade this. I feel like getting them off mana is worth it. Guess I should attack first because of Fatal Push. Abrading also gives us the upside of being able to cycle the Thicket this turn as well. We can't even get Divination in Standard. Manolith. Okay. Hey, Optimus, thank you for the follow, man. Death Gorge Scavenger. That could be good later. It ain't gonna be good now, though. Because now, we're gonna bring some glory. Could have played 2 threats that turn, but nah. Is this the big dog? That is not the big dog. That's a Vraska's Contempt. Ugh. Assuming he doesn't have Fatal Push, we can at least kill the Vraska's Contempt. Think it's worth killing the Vraska's Contempt? We only had 5 mana. We couldn't play both of those. We had to play one or the other. I say Vraska's Contempt, but I mean Vraska's Relic Seeker. Fair enough. Streamer is in fact very owed. It's probably totally not worth it, but... Are we about to get wrecked? Please don't wreck us. No plucks. Sweet. Didn't get wrecked. I think that card's good enough to get rid of because it makes blockers every turn for this. What's this one? What's this one, friendo? Another Vraska. Alright, opponent has a bunch of Vraskas. I guess we'll eat random dude to make this thing 4 power. We'll try to kill Vraska again. Didn't expect our opponent's deck to have Vraska in it. I really want to try that deck myself, Geo. Alright. Goodbye, Death Gorger. We will miss you. We will miss you, baby. At least the opponent's running low on cards. Do I want an Abrade? I kind of do want an Abrade. Oh, apparently I have a lot of chat to read. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me... if you don't mind, could you tell me how you sideboard when playing Approach versus GPG? Do you like authority? I generally bring about 2 authorities in. You don't need them in the early game, but you would like to have them at some point. Other than that, you bring in like the Ixalan's bindings and the negates. It all depends on, are you asking about my list or like traditional lists? Oh, apparently Proto brings in the full 4 authorities. I typically only bring in 2 of mine. You're very favored versus the blue-white builds. You're not so favored versus the blue-black and the Esper builds when they have the ability to run a bunch of Kite Self rebooters on top of duresses and stuff. They can generally like get the they can generally get your super relevant cards. That's what I'm trying to say. See, I disagree with Proto. I feel like I can't hurt. I feel like I can almost not lose game one. Alright, so dude's coming back. Apparently I have to actually tap green mana. It's everywhere. Hey, it's in boss Andy. Andy's knocked me out of about 755 O's. Thanks, in-boss Andy. Appreciate it. We have to kill this guy to even start attacking, really. I mean, I could. I've forgotten about worse things than that, right? Just attack all of these at opponent, what happens? He goes down to 1? He goes down to 1 and he has to block this guy, so he's got to deal with 3 things? Yeah, fuck Veraska. I hate you. It's just felt all over the place to me, Andy. Like, Scarab God's obviously insane, but go ahead and put our opponent at 1. I've had the most success with Drakehaven, Blue-White Approach, and like Merfolks, believe it or not. But I've not really got to try many of the Jade Light Ranger decks. My only 5-0 so far has been with a green-black snake deck, and like it's not. I don't think it felt particularly good. I think it beats up on a lot of like the tribal decks and a lot of the other mid-range creature decks, but I don't think it's good overall. 2 playsets at a promo. Nice, man. Alright, so up to 43 viewers. Yeah, I thought Haven felt very good. Wonder if it's ever worth bringing in Dire Fleet Daredevil just because we saw him play a Braids. It's probably not worth it. I don't even think we've had a particularly good draw versus him yet. Kinda don't think this card's good. Here. Maybe I just want Chandra. Nah. I really just don't want this guy, do I? I'll bring in just a random 3-power thing. Uh-oh, we have no mana. Yeah, Hadana's Climb. Hadana's Climb is great. This would be really good if we had just a few mana. I think the bannings come a bit too late. Oh no, Solenity's really good versus all of those decks for sure. Alright, I guess we have to go to 5. This is a way to lose. Alright, I'll keep this, even though it's not very good. Maybe I should have kept the last hand, but we had multiple 5-drops. 55 on one turn. That was a big hit. Alright, deck, you can do it. Just roll us off about 3 lands in a row. Preferably ones that come into play untapped. At least the opponent's using a good looking mountain. The old Ed Beard Shizos. Land? Alright. Well, step 1. Take care, Gunner. Hey, One Freeman, thank you for the host. Man, stop censoring me, dude. I need my lands. Wonder if it was reasonable just to play Scrap Heap Scrounger there. Land? Land, land, land. Yeah, at least it is a land. Still gonna play this one because we want more lands. If it's not a land, it immediately goes to the bottom. I don't care what it is. And by bottom, I mean graveyard. It's not technically going to the bottom. Alright, boys. We need a basic mountain. Opponent's at 7 mana for his Colossus already, so... He won't get the Colossus this turn, but he will get the Colossus next turn. But basically, we need that red this turn if we want it to win the game. And I guess we didn't want to win the game. If enough chump blockers, maybe we can win anyway. Oh, he's got a counterspell for this too? Come on, dog. Well, at least that's less of a chance for him to actually have the metalwork. He tapped mana quick. There ain't no way this ain't metalwork. Oh, it's not metalwork. It's so much worse. 2 cards from my hand. Well, you two don't do anything. It's so much worse. Our opponent turn 5 Nicobolas us when we're mana screwed. So opponent's like a 4-color metalwork Colossus deck? It would be a tough one to win. The way to win this game would have to be something ridiculous like untapped red source into... well, we're just not winning it now at all. It would have had to been like untapped red source into Glorybringer or something. But now he can exert and kill my own dude. I should probably concede to that. I guess we'll take a draw step. If it's exactly untapped red source, maybe. Like, maybe there's a world where if he has absolutely nothing, we can make a comeback here, but I highly doubt it. What did he hit this time? Scrap Heap Scrounger, alright, at least that's about the worst he could hit. Unfortunately, anything he hits at all still accrues the Caravan here. So... pretty sure we're just not ever beating a Nicobolas on 5 when our board's basically empty. And he's got a Tezzeret too. Alright, well, next game. Might have been able to win game 1 if we hadn't punted. But game 3, You know, mulligan to 5 and he has a turn 5 Nicobolas. Don't really think that's our fault. I don't know what Shayla's claim is. Let's go look that one up. I don't think I've read the green cards and that sounds like a green card. Ah, yeah. A bunch of energy. Because I hadn't. It's from the odor set. Alright, well, we gotta win one out of the next two to acquire some pity. Showing the old match. I think we've learned from our mistake, though. This hand's good. We have a removal spell. We have a decent curve. Hey, it's Guo! He plays mono black. This could be hard. He plays a pretty interesting mono black deck. This could definitely be hard. Actually, I'll go ahead and lead with the Rootbound Crag. It's kind of always awkward when your opponent's like, "Are you streaming?" I'm like, "Well, I am, but you probably shouldn't come watch me, please." Oh, he's streaming too. Apparently, Guo is also streaming, so if people want to watch a dual stream, they can. I assume it's under Guo Sims, just his name. The positive note is he plays like the new Blightning and stuff, and Jade Light Ranger and like all these extra land draws are really good versus decks like that. What is this little thing? Why is it not letting me look at it? Is it bad that I don't want to play Jade Light Ranger right now because I'm going to have to discard cards if I do? Probably. It's like we have 8 cards in our hand now. I mean, maybe we don't draw 2 lands. Who knows? The odds of drawing 2 lands aren't real high. Thank you for the auto host, MJ. I kind of want to draw this. I feel like we can do better versus his deck. That's what he's playing. He's playing the Bantu's Monument deck. Not this guy, please. It's kind of a weird spot now because, like, I really want to kill this thing, but I don't want to use both of braids. May not have Fatal Push. Oh, he's going to see whether it's worth sacking or not. I'm not sure what I do if he saves it. Because, like, I really want to kill this treasure map, but I'll pop this up in the other window. Sorry that the game dropped. Alright, so I really want to kill this guy, and I really want to kill this guy. I guess we'll just kill this guy and go on about our day. We need to get it off the board when we can. We can't always get it off the board. There's an infinite combo with the new vampire and a guy that makes treasures when they die. Not actually sure what that is. Oh, that's the deck he's on? I don't know how this combo works, by the way. I've vaguely read his deck list, but I don't exactly know what it does. Which is a problem. A 4-card infinite combo. Okay. Well, if it's a 4-card infinite combo, I don't think we care. I'm willing to trade this for this. Basically, just want to get them both off the board before he draws another Yahini. And I want to spend my mana this turn anyway, casting a Pia. He instantly stops bothering. I think it'll be hard for us to lose a game with Double Glory in our hand right now. It may not be, though. Oh, he's got that in his hand, or deck? Didn't know he had that in his deck. Another Abrade's Beautiful. Just doing Jund Monster or Jund Monster things. Jund Monster. Jund Monster. There you go. There's English for you. What's this one? Vraska's Contempt? Sure. Bonus putting up. Putting us through the works. I think we'll keep that. Jund, go. Jund, go. I like calling it Jund even though there's really not black in it. What was that? That was sacking of a treasure map. He's got 7 mana. There's a black monument. Okay. So he needs a way to sack this? Is that right? It's like opponent did a lot of things that turn. Actually going to play this now. Alright. Well, we have double Abrade. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to cast Abrade onto Bantu's Monument at the end of his turn. He's got to find a way to gain life, right? Any creature lets him gain a life, though? Three cards in hand. Maybe in a spot where he needs to kill my Pia. Hey, he was in a spot where he needed to kill Pia. Well, that feels good. He's already got Revolt, not that Revolt matters. And we'll go ahead and kill that. That way we can leave the other Abrade up next turn. Let's see even further away from comboing. Another treasure map. This is another mashup Magma Spray is really good versus. So we have 2 lethal threats now. Put on bottom. Still don't know what his combo is, but I think I played basically the best way I could to play around anything. Alright, nice, we got it. Have to yawn. So what do you do? Deals damage. Shuffle them away. To shuffle away sorcery. I guess we can take this card. The Chandras seem okay here, but they don't seem great. Give Vraska's Contempts. That doesn't seem great. Might be too much to bring in Naturalizes as well. But he does have treasure maps. He's a 4 treasure map deck, so... I don't think this is good enough just to try to get the Vampire. I think we're going to dump that one for sure. I think we're going to dump this one for sure. He's got Death Touchers anyway. I think I'm actually going to dump this one as well. I think this is how we're going to sideboard here. What was his record, by the way? Did anybody see? He's 1-1 at the moment. What do we got? Alright, we have a pretty solid hand. We have no interaction, but I don't think we can mulligan just for the interaction. I think when we have a solid hand, we have to just keep it. Try to be speedy fast. Alright, so there's one part of this stuff. Take our 2. Gonna play our Jade Light. I played Aronis. It's a good chance that the Jade Light doesn't even get to attack next turn, whereas the Ronus probably does as long as he doesn't have Fatal Push. And he had Fatal Push, so that might have been a terrible play by me. I don't feel like these get to attack next turn anyway. He didn't play anything, so... Let's start with this. I'm going to leave that on top. That was kind of a good draw, but he could still just have a removal spell. Could have like a Vraska's Contempt for this or something. And he does. Ding, 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 Vraska's Contempt. It's down to 3 cards in hand. So now we're drawing Naturalize. Just going to play this one. It's the greedier one, but actually going to put that on top of my library too. Alright, I think it's going to be hard for him to beat what we have going on now. I don't know how much mana his combo or anything takes, but we're just going to play real safe here and hold up our interaction. Another Contempt. Down to 2 cards. You can kill one of our dudes with the Deadland even, but don't know what's in this deck, but it feels like we're really far ahead. I see a Henny. It takes some mana, like he's got to cast the cards, right? It definitely takes some mana. I think Henny was a good draw. He's not gained life this turn, has he? So we can just abrade this? I don't know what Pintless Plunder is, but like the rest of that's at least 8 mana? So he just wanted to put that one thing in his graveyard. He's already showed us Bontu's Last Reckoning, so I don't think I'm going to play the Branchwalker. He still has to find 3 things of the combo, and he's on a 3-turn clock. He's not really on a 3-turn clock because of the Deadlands, but a Black Sailor. Okay. Oh, this is what it is. Okay. Well, we can't do much about that thing. I don't think I'm going to finish this off with a Magma Spray. Actually, I think I will. I think I will use the spray on it. We still have the Naturalize for his combo. I like force him to do something. Sure. And he's tapped out now, so go ahead and do this and then press F6. Why, yes, we will keep that thing. He doesn't get done tapped this turn. Don't know how he's going to assemble the combo before we can win. In fact, I don't think he can. I feel like we kind of played like a control deck this game. He said whoops. I'm not sure why he said whoops. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, he could have done that during my main phase and got a 2-2 back. Yeah, that was a play mistake, I guess. It's going to be hard for him to handle the rekindling. Now that I've solved the pitless wanderer, I know what the combo does. I understand now. Like, I understand how those 4 pieces work now. I guess I'm just gonna go for the win. Yeah. Alright, well, GG, Guo. I'll be nice. It's just a cool brew. He's had some success with it. He's streaming. He's had a few 4-1s. We were talking about it the other day. I just didn't realize it was a combo deck at the time. Thought it was just a value deck that was abusing Blatning? Yeah, the new Blatning. The new Tribal Blatning. And like getting value off some stuff. Yeah, so we're 3-1. Hopefully, we've locked up the pity chest, and hopefully we do a little better. This hand's a keep. We don't have any interaction, but the hand's too strong to mulligan. Yeah, I actually kind of like the Boggle decks as well. Oh. I like Guo. Guo's a good guy. He's a stream regular. We chat with him quite a bit. I like him. Might play his deck someday. We'll certainly put that in the graveyard. That's just value. It's like we drew a card almost. Alright, we'll attack with this first. So it looks like we're versus the red-black control deck. If I remember right, they have like 4 Swelders in the main deck. We'll never get rid of a Rekindling Phoenix in this match. Unfortunately, a Swelder cleans up the board pretty good here. Might not have a second red, though, where he's already played 2 black. Oh, he doesn't have a second red, it looks like. Or he went to a second main phase to taunt me. Don't taunt me, Brohim. Don't taunt me, Brahim. Just doing Jun monster things. This is going to be a real common start in this format. So this is the harder one for him to deal with. It takes 2 removal spells and or him drawing a land, and if he draws a land, we just play the other one and get to attack for 5 still. I think it'll be hard for him to come back. This card's great. How much do I invest in the game per month? The online game or the paper game? Because the answer to that's different. So I'm going to play this too. Online, I put no money in the game. I cash money out of the game online. In paper, I buy about 3 boxes every set. I put no money online. I was spending $10 a month on a mana